Hey guys, welcome back to Kristen Live Acres. In today's video, I'm going to discuss why you need to hide your preps and where to place a dummy safe. In an SHTF situation, there likely will be people who did not prep and they eventually will become desperate and hungry, and they will do just about anything to feed themselves, their family, their children. In the same scenario, these people likely are going to take items from people like yourself, possibly if you're a prepper, to use or to barter with. You must stash your preps now before an SHTF situation happens. Another scenario that is a possibility where you should definitely have your preps hidden would be martial law. It could come to a point where officers could show up to your door and request all of your food, all of your, rations that you have prepped. And more than likely, they will leave you and your family with a 3-day food supply, which is obviously not cool. They also may come knocking at your door for any firearms or ammunition. So you definitely want to separate all of your things in different places. Place a dummy safe, because I think a dummy safe is a great way to deter intruders from finding your actual valuables. Now, this won't be a martial law situation, more than likely. It would be an intruder, somebody looking for your items, whether it's your food or your valuables. And when they're looking for valuables, it's because they're in a desperate enough situation that they need to, barter them or sell them or whatever they can do, whatever they can get money for, or food or whatever they need. When placing a dummy safe somewhere, the most likely place an intruder is cold out here. Sorry guys, I can see my breath. Ooh. The best place to put it would be the master bedroom. That's where thieves will go first, because that's where most people hide their valuables. So you want to put the dummy safe there, out of direct line of sight, but easy enough for them to find. I would suggest putting some fake or costume jewelry in the dummy safe, as well as some other invaluable items such as, maybe some top ramen and I don't know, just some random stuff, so that when they do finally get it open, which hopefully will be at a different location, they're going to be like, why did this person put this in their safe? Where your valuables will actually be still hidden. They think they've hit the jackpot. Discuss the real safes with the actual valuables in them. There's several options when it comes to placement of safes. You can install a wall safe. You can install a floor safe. You can make like a hidden panel within a cabinet or a wall. You can do it behind an air vent, above ceiling tiles if you have them. And, not everyone does, but above your kitchen cabinets, sometimes there's a hollow space where people just kind of put up like a large board, almost like a trim, so that it goes to the ceiling, but there's nothing behind there. You can make little dummy walls on the sides and fill that with whatever it is that you're trying to hide. You also want to separate your food preps. You can pack food in buckets and label and put them in the garage if they're not temperature sensitive. So you could label them bleach, vinegar, soil fertilizer, whatever. Something that most people wouldn't be interested in when they only have a few minutes in your house. You can also box up items and put them around your house, maybe in the attic, in the kids' bedroom, in the laundry room, up high with a large Sharpie, and you can write, Easter decor or Christmas tree stand or Christmas tree bulbs, stuff that people will not be interested in. And I think hiding preps in kids' bedrooms serves a few purposes. Most intruders don't want to come across a child, and if they have any integrity, which I know they're intruding, but we're talking about an SHTF situation. If they have any integrity, they're going to feel bad taking anything out of the child's room, possibly. But the third part about that is that usually children don't have anything of value in their room. If they want to grab a TV, great, take the TV. If they have a game system, we're preppers. We don't care, take the game system. Our lives are more important. So besides the kids' bedroom would be like the guest bathroom, or if the kids have a bathroom, definitely not your master bathroom and not your pantry, because those are places that are more likely to get raided. There's also, you know, if you have a laundry room, like I said, an attic, a basement, anything like that. Have multiple guns, hide them in separate places along with your ammo. So if you've got, say, a pistol that is your EDC that you keep next to your bed, that's great. But a lot of times when somebody is coming into your house, you may not be in your bedroom. Most of the time people are in their kitchen, dining, living room area. Unless you're sleeping, of course. So it's also good to hide guns of any kind in places that aren't in direct sight, but that you know where they're at and they're pretty easy to get to. So this isn't really about hiding them, it's just easy access. And then that goes for ammo as well. So you want some ammo with a gun, you know, in the dining room, and some ammo with the gun that's your EDC next to your bed, and so forth. You can also bury preps around your property. So depending on how much property you have, the more the property, the easier it is to hide things, because there's more space for them to look for disturbed land, grass, sand, dirt, whatever you have. And you of course need to mark these locations on a map or a piece of paper or whatever you want to use so that they can be easily found at a later time. I also recommend placing caches along multiple routes of ways you get to your bug out location if you were to have to bug out. So you need to have more than one route to your bug out location because one may have people on it or one may be barricaded off, and that way you've got things buried along either path so that you can survive out at your bug out location. If you're not familiar, a cache is basically just multiple items such as food, ammo, weapons, just prepper items, and they're not in view of a typical person walking by. Usually they're buried underground. And you also need to make sure you map the spots of those as well. Let's see. An extra tip would be to give yourself a little bit more time, is to turn all of your outdoor lights on and all of your inside lights off. Because what that does is not only makes it easier for you to see what's going on outside, but they can't see what's going on inside. And hopefully, more than likely in most cases, the intruder is not going to know the layout of your home or the furniture placement. I recommend setting a few traps or trip lines. And usually you would put these at like a high visibility entry point. And again, that just is another way to alert you, along with lots of other things on your property to alert you. I'll link a video, I think it's the last video I did, that describes how to kind of protect your property. But every second counts, and so like if they fall and they're distracted, that just gives you more time. And you know, just every second counts, guys. Robbers, intruders, whatever you want to call them, generally are only in a house for 5 to 10 minutes. So they have a peak interest in the highest value items. If they feel like somebody's home or that they're being watched, they're going to grab whatever they can and get out, which is what you want. So it's good to It's good to practice a variety of drills with your family and children and whoever lives with you, with different scenarios. So someone's breaking in this location, where do we go, what do we do, who's doing what? How long does it take you to reach your firearm? If you're in the kitchen and they come through a window, if you're in the dining room and they come through your front door, you know, you need to have different scenarios and different drills in order to make it a more smooth transition from everyday life to you know, now we're in a SHTF situation. Whether it's just a regular robbery, it doesn't have to be like a zombie apocalypse. I say that a lot in my videos, but people think like, oh, preppers are crazy, like the world's gonna be fine, everything's fine. Well, it doesn't have to be that. I mean, after Hurricane Michael, there was a lot of looters here in the area, and so it could be a natural disaster. It could be just a typical robber breaking into your house. It also could be it could also be an SHTF situation. It could be that, like I said, martial law goes into place and officers start knocking at your door for things. You need to have a multitude of places where you keep items, because if they do come knocking at your door, the best case scenario is you hand them one firearm and a small amount of ammo and maybe a small box of food, and you already know where that box is, or you show them your pantry, because the most important food items are stashed somewhere else, and then you're like, that's all I have. It's very unlikely they're going to search and find the rest of your stuff. So anyway, I really encourage you to utilize some of this advice and these tips, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe and like. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.